Okay, good morning, everybody. We're still on this right Twix, left Twix thing. So, yeah, that's my. I've had to invent a new language that doesn't include swear words so that I can try to clean up my act a little bit. I don't swear on this channel. I try not to swear. I don't think I've ever. I think I've slipped maybe once. Uh, but remember, I told you I was a carpenter. Yeah, and in construction, the F word is probably the most used word in the unofficial English language. I think it's mandatory that every other word has to be the F word. You can string a bunch of them together to make a point. However, you're not allowed to use actual words anywhere in a conversation. It's just not. It's not acceptable. It's mostly a social thing. You know, when you're with other carpenters, yeah, it's. Now, I'm not saying every carpenter. I'm sure there's some carpenters out there that actually make use of the English language, but um, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't know too many of those. I'm just saying. So, yeah, well, that's the way it goes. So sometimes I go, I start making up a language to avoid using profanity. Anyway, plus, I had a boss one time told me, he says, if you can't have a conversation with somebody and make a point without swearing, think about that. Because he never swore, that guy. He's a smart guy, too. And he said, have you ever heard me swear? And I said, no. And he said, case in point. And I assume what he meant was he's the boss and I'm working for him, right? So, anyway, let's get on with the reason why we're here. Not to hear about my swearing story and my language that I invented, which is not an invented language. It's just a bunch of bumbly words all strung together. Anyway, so we're here with Bang Bang, no comment. Okay. Nancy Sinatra classic. And I don't know if that song was written for her or not, but I think that's the only other, the first time I ever heard the song was Nancy Sinatra. And this is going back into the 60s, maybe? Could have been the 70s. Might have been the 50s, but I don't think so. I think it was more than 60s. Hang on a second. Let's get educated. Who sang Bang Bang first?
Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj sing the song Bang Bang.
Yeah. Who was the first person to sing the song Bang Bang? Was it Nancy Sinatra?
I found this on the web.
Oh. Cher. Cher sang it in 1966. And it goes into a whole bunch of other things. And I'm not seeing it. Okay, they're spending almost all their time on. Oh, here we go. Oh man, do they got detail on here? Detail I don't want or need right now. Okay, well, now that they mention it, I think I kind of do remember Cher singing that song back in the day, but for some reason Nancy Sinatra's version sticks out in my mind. I don't know why. So, sorry about that long delay to get to the point, which is we have left Steve over there, there, here, okay. Left Steve is going to be in charge of the rehearsal. Right Steve is going to be in charge of the performance. This is backwards when I'm looking at it. That's why it takes so long to get there. Okay, I have to figure it out. Duh. So, anyway, so we got right Steve and left Steve. I'm just goofing around. I'm trying to work out some technical deal. I'd rather just have one Steve. I'm sure you guys would feel the same. Probably feel about the same. But I don't know what's going on. I like this screen. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I like this whole appearance. There's two things I don't like, at least two things I don't like. One of them is I can't blow these pictures up to full screen. It won't let me without all kinds of monkeying around, and I haven't been able to figure out how to get it to look good. So I have to leave them small. I don't like doing that. Okay, what I might do, I think when I go take it to the editor, which is the second problem, that's why the second picture. I'm filming this with my editor program, which gives me all kinds of issues typically. It's been working pretty good lately, I gotta say. And except for this, but this is a little unusual. Because this program with the screen, I can't figure out how to... It's in a different format. It's a Mac computer, and it's in a program called Keynote. And when I make a video, it says key. Well, that doesn't mesh up with any other thing that I have on my computer. So what I have to do when I make a video in here is I have to re-record it with a different program. What I recently thought I would try to do is what I'm doing now, and why there's a second picture is my film editor program has a video recorder right in it, which would save a number of different steps if I can get it to do that. So I'm getting the second picture. I suppose I could just hide it somewhere and you wouldn't see it. Maybe that would be my best option after I do this video. Maybe the next one will only be one Steve. So it's actually this is recording this one is recording this for the Keynote program. This one's recording the whole thing for my film editor, because it'll recognize the format, okay? Yeah, like, Steve, please get to the music. I can't stand it. Yeah, I know. I hear you. Some people think, yeah, YouTube videos. Yeah, I'll be a YouTube video person. I'll just get my camera, I'll make some videos, put it up on YouTube. Yep, bingo, there you go. You can do that, kind of, basically, I would say pretty easy. But when you start getting into, different levels of things, which is, I started knowing absolutely nothing a little over a year ago. About this stuff. Remember, I'm a carpenter, okay? So I didn't have much use for, YouTube and all this kind of stuff. Didn't know really too much about it and all that. I mean, I was watching YouTube videos, but I didn't know anything about the inside part. So, yeah, anybody could start a YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of new ones out there now. The Angelina ones, it seems like they're springing up every day. There's like 2 or 3 different ones out there. And I say the more the merrier. The cream always floats to the top, and then the rest, move on. The nature of all things, right? So, I'm not saying where I'm at. I think I might be I'm probably in the move on part eventually. Who knows? But right now, my biggest, one of my biggest happinesses is watching Angelina sing. And at all ages, in all venues, in all circumstances, in every song, she touches my heart. So that's why I'm watching Angelina. That's why I'm here doing these channels. So let's go ahead and get on with Bang Bang. I'll leave a timestamp. Well, you guys won't see it probably. You guys don't know what's going on. I'll leave a timestamp as to when the music starts. All right. So let's get on with the rehearsal. I'm going to try just one thing. There's a button for enter full screen. I'm going to try that. Nope. That's what it did. It just made it a little bit bigger is all. It did get rid of my picture though. That's not a bad thing. All right. We're down to one Steve. Okay. All right. Let's watch.
always win the fight, bang, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. And that awful song, bang, bang. My baby shut me down. Season came and changed the time when I grew back home at night. She would always laugh and say, remember when we used to play bang bang? I shot you down, bang bang. You hit the ground, bang bang. And that awful song, bang bang. I used to shoot you down. Music plays and people sing, just for me the church bells rang. Now he's gone, I don't know why. Until these days, sometimes I cry. He didn't make me say goodbye. He didn't take the time to lie. Bang, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. Hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful song, bang, bang. My baby shut me down.
Woo, 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 woo. Okay, thank you, Angelina, for that beautiful rehearsal. I gotta believe that as a guitar player, that is a nice spotlight moment for you because it really isn't. I'm not a guitar player, so excuse me if I say something that's really not quite right. It appears to me that the you're not doing a lot of gymnastics as far as picking and moving around on the thing there, the neck of the guitar, the frets. I guess I don't know what they are. So you're not really all over the place with that, but you get to make these cool noises, you know, all these different effects. And the actual notes are seem like they're fairly limited and fairly simple, but they're very clear and they're very present. You know, they're not being hidden or obscured by the brass section, the drum section, whatever else. So everything here is a spotlight right on you, to the guitarist, right? That's always good and bad, of course. If you make a mistake, well, you can't look around trying to blame it on somebody else. You're it, okay? It's you, and I think that everybody that plays this has their own little thing on it. But I think yeah, it's a nice spotlight moment for the guitarist. I think, and it's kind of makes it sort of an intimate performance, you know. So, and you can see Angelina having a blast there at the end with her air guitar stuff. So let's move on to the performance, and let's watch.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode horses made of sticks. You were black and I was white. You always win the fight, bang bang. I shot you down, bang bang. You hit the ground, bang bang. That awful sound, bang bang. My baby shut me down. Music plays and people sing just for me the church bells ring. Now he's gone and don't worry. Until these days sometimes I cry. He didn't even say goodbye. He didn't take the time to lie. Bang, bang. I shut it down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shut me down.
Okie dokie, there we are. So, performance and rehearsal, or vice versa, rehearsal and performance. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I do. I'm going back to doing some of these older videos only because there's a lot of great new stuff out there. Absolutely, and I'm going to have to go back and catch up again. But having come back from Vegas, a month and a half ago now. No, February, March. Yeah, about a month and a half. Honest to goodness, it really takes me. I'm still not really fully back from Portsmouth yet, to be honest. It had a pretty profound impact on me, and I'm sure others too. But it's just when I can't find words to explain something or to say about something, that's saying something. I can run my mouth all day long and never say a word, but I always have words coming out. Now when it comes to Angelina, I went to that concert and I just was all the way back. I just couldn't believe I was there at Portsmouth, okay? Now we go to Vegas. This time I was focused on trying to film the event, which I did not do in Portsmouth. I didn't do it for two reasons. But the most important reason of the two was, for me, I'm so happy that so many people did film the Portsmouth concert. Especially, you guys all know who they are. There's some guys that got some really great footage, put together some nice videos, and they did masterful work putting it together and getting it out to us. And that's great. I'm so glad we have it. If we didn't have them doing that, we wouldn't have anything, because Angelina's herself and her people that I don't know if they put out an awful lot, actually. Grandma Mary's some behind the scenes stuff maybe, some of the performances, but without that stuff we have so much little, we have a smaller archive of things to enjoy. So of course as fans we want to see whatever we can see, right? So we go to Vegas and I knew ahead of time I'm going to try to film it. I don't know, there seems to be always confusion on the rules about filming, whether you can, you can't, whatever. This time Angelina didn't make any announcements. In Portsmouth she actually asked us not to film, just enjoy the show. That's why I didn't film it. Those guys that did, thank you very much for doing that, okay? I couldn't. Just being me, okay? And because she asked me to, and I'm right there, what, am I going to be standing right in front of her and do it? And when she just got done asking me not to do it, okay? Yeah, I can't do that. So, however, in Vegas, she didn't ask us not to do it, Angelina, like she did in Portsmouth, so I did it. And we did have the security people telling us pretty much consistent information, but sometimes it's a little different. They told James, who was sitting right next to me, that he couldn't tape the whole thing or video the whole thing. I did. I videoed the whole entire first performance, okay? The whole thing, start to finish. And I shut my camera off a few times. In my mind, that's not filming the whole thing together. I shut it off and turned it right back on again during the break between songs. And I did that, not between every song. I got like 2 songs and a break, and then a song, then a break, then 2 songs and a break. Just kind of split it up a little bit. And the last, from song 12 to song 19, I didn't stop it at all. It just ran all the way through. Uh, so that was all one big long song. But yeah, they never said anything to me. They walked. They looked. The guy looked right at me, right in the eyeballs. Okay, I had my camera stuck out here like this, filming the thing. He looked at my camera. He looked at me. He looked at James. Started yelling at James. Okay, not yelling, but you can't do it. You know, shut that off. James had this little camera. It was kind of cool actually, and that really bothered him. I don't know why, but he shut that off. Turn that off now. James said, "Yeah, I'm turning it off," and he said, "No, turn it off now, now." It's like the guy, whew, hang on, you know. And then that's when he told James you couldn't film the whole thing, and I was I'm standing there while I'm there filming the whole thing, except for he's in my way now, the security guy. Oh, it's funny how things go sometimes. So, how'd I get on that little rant? I don't know. Boy, I'm in a talkative mood today, aren't I? So, yeah, so when I went to Vegas, I wanted to film as well. Actually, what I wanted to do was similar to what I did in Portsmouth. I wanted to go out and talk to the people in the line and all that. There was going to be no live streaming, none. They made that very clear. No live streaming of any kind in the casino, which is where we were. Or in the hotel, I guess. Maybe they just, you know, the casino's all around you because they got slot machines everywhere and stuff. So, yeah, they made that abundantly clear. There was no question about that. There was no live streaming in the casino whatsoever. None, zero, zip, not at any time. So no live streaming. Now that doesn't mean you can't video. That's different than live streaming. So the rules on the video thing were a little unclear. So, you know, they said we could film, then they said you couldn't film the whole thing. I don't know what that means. You know, so if you stop for a little bit and then keep going, is that okay? I don't know, you know. Why would you only be able to film part of it? I didn't really understand the rules and why they had them. Otherwise, I would have tried to follow them if I could. But, so in my mind, stopping it here and there was not a continuous one-time film the whole thing altogether thing. Okay, I know, it's probably tiptoeing around the rules a little bit, but I don't know what the rules were exactly. He said you couldn't film the whole thing. Okay, I don't know what that means. Where do you know, if I stop for a second, is that enough? Do I stop for a minute, is that enough? Do I stop for a song, is that enough? Should I only do part of the songs? It's not enough definition for me to be able to follow the rule. So I didn't. I just did what I thought was right, you know. And so in my mind, the second performance, I went to the second performance as well. I didn't tape any of that, nothing, not one thing. Left it in my pocket the whole time, the phone. And I guess I thought, well, there's the balance of the universe put back in order, okay? I taped the entire first one, which they told me I shouldn't do. And then the second one I didn't tape at all, which I could have. Okay, so there you go. Balance restored. Unfortunately, I missed some good stuff in the second one, a lot of good stuff. But everybody else has got it, so it's not gone forever. It's just gone from my personal archive. So there we have it. I've been talking all day now. You guys had a long one on this one. If anybody's still here, have a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you on the next video, hopefully. And bye-bye. All right.